Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Jen, and today I wanted to do kind of a different video. I'm trying to test out different content on my YouTube channel here, and there's just so many different things that I want to try, so I figured, like, why not? And I'm not going to hold myself back from trying new things. I really want to incorporate more videos of me talking where I'm just talking, saying what's on my brain, not trying to make it sound perfect, not trying to over edit and cut out all of my awkward pauses and ums and whatnot. I know that can be annoying, but I'm really trying to practice not saying and like too much. So this will be great practice for me. One of the things that I'm really big into is manifestation and the law of assumption. Now my channel is not going to turn into that by any means, but while I get ready today, I want to talk about manifestation and one of the affirmations that I say on a daily basis. I have so many affirmations that I say all the time, and they really do work. And I have two examples, two story times basically, of when those affirmations played out. The first one is everything is always working out for me. Like, no matter what the situation is, bad day, good day, everything is working out for me. So I'm just gonna hang out with you guys, do my makeup while I chat, because I do need to get ready, and I figured why not why not do my makeup and talk to you guys at the same time. And I want to share this, not to, like, I debated on sharing these stories, because you know how it is, like, when people try to do good deeds and then they want to, like, brag about it or share it. Like, I'm very much so a person who, I want to do good deeds, but I don't need to, like, showcase it to the world and let everybody know, like, oh my gosh, I'm such a good person, like, look at me, you know, that kind of thing. So I typically keep things like that to myself, and I figured why not share them, because it might help somebody else, or it just might make somebody's day, and it might help someone know, like, hey, there are other people out here looking out for me. So the affirmation that I say daily that really has changed a lot in my life, aside from everything is always working out for me, is I'm in the right place at the right time. That goes right together with everything is always working out for me. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm around the right people. That is like my number one affirmation. And so I feel really blessed. Now I'm like yapping too much. Hold on, pause. I want to do I want to, like, do my makeup at the same time, but girl, like, don't over talk. Which is crazy because I used to not be a talker. Now I don't shut up. I think for primer today, I'm trying to decide if I want to do what products I want to use. I kind of want to use stuff I haven't used in a long time, so I think I'll do, like, water-based. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I really like e.l.f. products a lot. Okay, the price is right. Anyways, so like I was saying, I feel really blessed to be able to help others. Maybe, you know, I'm not able to help financially all the time or with my time, but I can help in other ways, and I feel very blessed to be able to do that. Now this piece of hair on my face. So I want to tell a story about how I was in the right place at the right time, and I feel like we might have saved this girl's life, to be quite honest with you. So I was at a tacos and tequila festival here in town, and I went with one of my friends, and we were having such a good time. We were living our, like, millennial dreams. Like, Ashanti was there, Lloyd, you know, the 2000s artists. So we were having tacos, drinks. Ashanti was a highlight of the show for me. And we, you know, we're getting kind of up there in age. Like, we're not young, and so we're not closing places down. We ended up leaving the whole, like, festival a little bit early because we wanted to avoid the traffic that lets out after events. You know how that is. It's crazy. It's really overwhelming. The traffic. Girl, look, we already had to park like 2 miles away, and then having to be stuck in the car afterwards, no thanks. So me, my friend, and I, we are walking to the car. Let me multitask, y'all, because I be getting distracted. So we're walking back to our car, and we're just, like, talking and laughing and, like, having a time. We're taking pictures, and all of a sudden we hear, like, this couple arguing. And in the parking lot, like, we're in a big grassy field. Like, it's not like a real parking lot because it's, like, overflow parking. So it's not a lot of people around because obviously everybody else is still in the event. So we hear a couple arguing, but mainly we just hear this man yelling at a girl. Like they're going back and forth. What ended up happening was, hold on, let me get my brush. I just, hold on. Okay, I just put on the e.l.f. Halo Glow Pro Filter, I think it's called. Yeah, Halo Glow liquid filter in the color 4. Love this. So we're walking back to the car. We hear this couple arguing. And at first we kind of thought they were like joking. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're just playing around. But then it got really serious. And we heard another couple who was behind us. So like we're here. The couple arguing is up here. And then there's like another couple back here. So they're a bit further than we are. The guy is yelling at this girl. The girl seemed kind of young. He was like way further up. He was yelling at her. She's walking, crying. Apparently, he gave her his keys to hold in her purse, but she lost the keys or they fell out of her bag, whatever. It was a huge event, like thousands of people there, right? Easy, innocent mistake. Like, you know, you lose the keys to the car, okay. Call someone to bring you a spare, get an Uber. But the alarming thing about this whole interaction was the way he was talking to her and like screaming at her basically at the top of his lungs, not only in public, but just was being extremely disrespectful. Like he was saying things like, F you bitch, like I hope you die, like very disrespectful, just calling her out of her name. And we were really concerned for her. And normally, you know, I would be like, let's not get involved. But this was a young girl. Like she was, I think she ended up telling us she was like 20 years old maybe, or 21. And he was older than her. He was like 27. We ended up finding out. So we're walking and he's like going off on her. She's upset. She's trying to apologize and saying it was an accident. They had been drinking. So me and my friend walked up to her and we were like, are you okay? Like, you know, what's going on, girl? Like this, he's crazy. Like, why is he yelling at you like that? So then she told us the whole story about how she accidentally lost the keys to his car and he's like going off on her. And my thing like that, like what she did not warrant his reaction. Like nothing she could have done would warrant a reaction like that. Like it was very alarming and very disturbing. And we were concerned for her. I have like little hairs all over my face. We were concerned for her because what he was like extremely violent acting, like just rage, like filled with rage. Okay, now I need to decide which foundation I'm gonna use. Or maybe for foundation, I'm going in with this NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have the color Syracuse. So as we pulled her over to the side and we're talking with her, he kept walking, so we felt okay, like still talking with her. He was trying to go find their car, but he couldn't find it because he didn't have the key to like click it and turn the alarm on. You know how you like find your car like that? So we're getting like what's going on with her, like asking her if she's okay, like what happened, like did he put his hands on you? He did hit this girl, you guys. He hit her in her face and she had like a swollen black eye. And we were like, bro, we cannot leave her. Me and my friend were like, we cannot leave her with this man. So we asked her, oh, this is the key part of the girl, let me not forget. So also, he had also broken her cell phone. Like he took her phone and he must have thrown it or stepped on it or whatever. Her screen was shattered. She couldn't use her phone and she needed to like call her mom to come pick her up or, you know, call an Uber or whatever. So we asked her, we were like, hey, you know, do you want to use our phone so you can call your mom? So she calls her mom to come get her. Her mom was like not really being that helpful, in my opinion. I don't know. You know, you don't know people's relationships, but her mom wasn't like in the area to come get her. Her mom was like 30 minutes away. And so she's like, well, I can't come get you until this time. Now, if it was me personally, if my kid called me, like no matter what age they are, and they told me that they needed help, I'd be on the way. I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't leave for another 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Depending on what you're doing, she could have left. Anyways, we told the girl, hey, come with us. I had drove because I was driving that night, and we were like, hey, we will take you like across the street to the Target, because she wanted to call an Uber to come pick her up since her mom couldn't come. And I was like, hey, like, we'll order you an Uber to your house. Where do you live? So she lived on the other side of town, basically like 30 minutes away. So we're like driving over to across the street to like a more populated area, because we wanted to get her out of the area where that violent we wanted to get her out of the area where he was, because we were scared that he was going to do something to her. We were scared he was going to like get to the car and like have a gun or hurt her even more. And there's nobody else around. Like the parking lot or the field we were in was like pretty empty. And that's how I know that affirmation works, that we were in the right place at the right time. Because I sit here and think about, what if we didn't leave early? Like, what if we didn't leave the festival early and didn't start walking back to the car? She would have been walking back there with him. And if no one was around to witness that, would he have hurt her even more? You know? So, and like me and my friend, you know, we're both in our 30s. And this is a young girl. She could be my little sister. And me and my friend have also both have been in like domestic violence situations. So we have experience with that. We know like that is not anything that we want anyone else to go through. So we get across the street and we were going to order her an Uber, and we were seeing how far away it is. And I was like, I really don't feel like leaving this girl here by herself to wait on an Uber. She doesn't have a phone, like no way to like get in contact with anybody. So we volunteered to take her home. Now this was like out of the way for both of us, because it was like 20 minutes past my house. But honestly, I didn't care. Like, and she was so sweet. She's like, oh my gosh, like I will give you guys gas money. She's like, I just need to get my phone on. And we were like, no, like girl, it's fine. Like it's just a drive. Like you don't have to give us gas money for that. And that's another thing. Like I feel so blessed that like I can help other people in that way and not have to worry about, oh my gosh, I need money to help them. You know, we can just do it. Okay, now I'm going in with concealer. This is the House Labs one. I have shade medium neutral. These little hair, why is there hair there? Anyway, so as we're driving her home, it's about a 30-minute drive. We're trying to talk some sense into this girl. We're trying to tell her to leave him, don't mess with him anymore. Like, you can do better. And we're just trying to like really instill some wisdom in her on the way home. If she took the advice, you know, she did, that's great. I don't know what happened. Like, we never have spoken since then. But me and my friend just feel like we were her big sister guardian angels that night. And that's why I say that affirmation, because I want to be in the right place at the right time, not only for myself, but to be able to help other people too, you know? And I'm not, you know, of course I'm not going to say her name or like any identifying information about her, but if she ever comes across this video, I hope you left that guy, because he was a bum. So yeah, we ended up dropping her off at home. I'm going to go in with bronzer. Hold on. So we ended up dropping her off at home, and like as we were pulling up to her house, her mom, because we texted her mom from our phones, and her mom was pulling up to their house. And so her mom gets out of the car, and you know, her mom was like super appreciative, like thank you for looking out for her. And you know, she's like, do you want us to give you money for gas? And we're like, no, like it's fine, like, you know, we just want to make sure she's safe and like make sure he doesn't come by the house or whatever. I don't know if she's gonna go back to that guy. I don't know. I hope she doesn't. I hope that night was a wake-up call for her. But regardless, I just think of what would have happened if nobody was around, you know? And I feel grateful that I, you know, have my little grandma moment and wanted to leave early, and we could be there for her when she needed somebody. And like, no judgment, like we get it. Like, it's hard to leave somebody. Girl, we know. It's definitely hard to leave somebody. But you should not be treated like that. My thing is, I just want to be a good person. I want to be able to help others and make sure that I'm in a good place to do so. So that's why I say that affirmation. Like, it's not just for myself, you know? Now, obviously, it does work for myself too, but it's not just for me. And the other example I have of that is morning when I was on my walk throughout my neighborhood. I have such a nice neighborhood to walk into. I was walking down the street, and you know, at this point, I think it was like 8 a.m., so it's not a ton of traffic within the neighborhood at this time. So, you know, it's just people out walking or watering their lawns and plants and stuff. So I'm coming up to the end of a street, and there's a car that drives by me. And as she like turns right to go out of the neighborhood, her phone like fell off the back of a car, or like it fell off of the roof or whatever. And I grabbed the girl. I grabbed the phone and I was trying to like get her attention as she drove off, but she couldn't hear me, and y'all, I'm not fast, okay? So I could not run after a car. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go on my walk and, you know, try to see if I can find out who the phone belongs to and get it back to them. So the phone was locked, like password locked. So I couldn't like open the phone up and get, see, I said like again. I couldn't open the phone up and open it to like call somebody in their contacts. And I was like, wait, what do I do? Like, how can I get this phone back to this person? I was trying to wait for somebody to call them, you know, so I can answer and be like, hey, this, whoever you called, like their phone dropped. Nobody called. So I continued my walk, and I was walking for about an hour, and then I decided I'm gonna post about it on the Nextdoor app. Because if you guys have that app, you know, you can like see things that are going on in your neighborhood, updates, you know, like just basically Facebook for your neighborhood. And I don't really get on there too often because they're real messy on that app. Like if you have that app, you know, they are real messy on there. I'm trying to decide what I want to do for blush. Do I want to do pink? Because I think I kind of do. I think I want to do pink blush today. That's too pink though. Should I? I was thinking about doing this Patrick Ta, but I don't have, actually that's a lie. I was gonna say I don't have a liquid blush to go with it, but I have this one. So anyways, I got on the Nextdoor app and I posted from my profile like, hey, I found this phone on my walk this morning, and I described the background like wallpaper on there. And I didn't put a screenshot of it because it was a picture of her kid, and I was like, I don't know if she wants her kid out there like that, you know? So I posted on Nextdoor, continued my walk, and I'm like walking home. I'm almost home and I get a call on the phone. I'm like, finally. So at first I like answered it and I'm like, hello? And she was like, hello? And I was like, she's like, do you have my phone? I'm like, is this you? I was like, is this your phone I found? Because I've been trying to wait for somebody to call and like get it back to them. She's like, yeah, I'm calling from my work phone. And she was like, I was like, oh, I have your phone. I was like, I'm just on my walk in the morning. Like, I'm about to be at my house. So you want to stop at my house and get it? She's like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. What happened is that her kid, like, went to, her child goes to an at-home daycare in that neighborhood that she was driving out of. And she, you know how it is when you have kids, you're trying to do a million things. So she had sat her phone, like, on, I guess, like, the back ledge of her trunk or something. And then she forgot to get it. And when she drove off, it fell. And so she met me at my house and got her phone. And that's another instance where I'm glad I was on my walk at that time, because I was able to see the phone fall, because where it fell, it was in the street. So if other cars were driving by, like, that phone would have been crushed. Like, it was in an area where cars definitely drive through. Do I have blush blindness? I don't know. And so that was another instance where I felt like I could be a good Samaritan and get her phone back. And it was in the hands of somebody who wants to help. Like, that could have gone wrong. There could have been somebody who found it that wanted to take it, you know? I don't like to think that people are inherently bad, but there are some people out there who just look for situations like that and think it's a come up, and they're like, oh my gosh, thank God I got a phone, I can sell this and get money. And they think that's their blessing. Like, that's not that's not how that works. Oh my goodness. Okay, do I have blush blindness, you guys? I think it looks pretty, but I'm definitely gonna have to tone it down a bit. I want to go in with a brightening concealer. I don't know which one I want to use though. I'm kind of torn between the Juvia's Place and the Huda Beauty one. I think I want to go with this one because I haven't been using it that much. See, that's cute. All that to say, that affirmation, I feel like that's a good affirmation for any situation, right? Not only for yourself, but for others. And my goal is to always be hopeful, like always be that person that somebody else can count on, because there's so many people in the world who don't have somebody like that. And I want, you know, others to know, like, or I want other people to have the faith that there are good people out there if you find yourself in a situation where you might need help. You might be in a situation where you need help and you hope you run across the right person and not the wrong person. I feel like it's my duty to be the right person to run across. So, oh my goodness. I think I need a little bit more bronzer. This is a brightening, this is a brightening concealer. Okay, I'm gonna finish up. Let me stop yapping. And there are so many examples of where I have been in the right place at the right time myself, and good things have happened for me. Like, I want to pay that forward as much as I can. As much as I can. And I'm not always gonna like tell other people about it. Like, I even feel kind of weird sharing this now, because I'm like, I don't want it to seem like it's attention seeking, because it's not. But I just hope that it's received in the way that there are people out there looking out for you, and I'm one of them. And it's with good intentions. It's not with, oh my gosh, you're gonna have to pay me back for something later. I'm not doing it because I want something good to happen for me. I just want to be a good person overall. Okay. I might have overdone it. I do feel like I want to put some more. Oh, that's what I want to do. I wanted to do more bronzer before I do this powder. This bronzer, the Danessa Myricks, well, it's a cream contour. It's not a bronzer, but it is so good. Oh my goodness. I think I got too much right there. It blends so nicely. Okay. I saw somebody say you should set your under eyes with a pressed powder first and then do a loose powder. But I think I want to spray some of this setting spray before I do that. I don't want to set creases. All right, I finished the rest of my face off camera because I was talking too much, but I am all ready. I'm gonna put these earrings on. I have been loving silver earrings lately. Like, see, every time I say like, no, I have been loving silver earrings lately ever since I got my color analysis thing done, and it told me I think I'm like a deep winter or something like that. And it said silver jewelry was gonna look good on me, and I'm agreeing because I used to wear silver jewelry all the time when I was in middle school and high school, and at some point I switched over to gold and just went with that. My little light just turned off. Love that for me. I'm gonna turn it back on. I need to charge it, but yeah, that's it for today's video. I am all ready. We'll just leave the light off, but I'm ready, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What I want you to do for me is, one, if you're not saying affirmations, I think you should be. Add that one into your daily affirmations and watch how things change for you. I'm not lying, you guys. Things like this have changed my life for the better. So it also can work in the negative if you're saying the wrong affirmations. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I always forget to say that at the end of my videos. But if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, give me a like, leave a comment, whatever. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.